What's up, TRT community? So if you want to get the most benefit out of your TRT, it needs to also be coupled with a healthy diet. So I'm going to show you guys what I eat in a normal day, and you can tell me what you think about it, okay? And you know how we start. Let's help each other. I do actually need some help with something, so stick around to the end and give me some advice about this one area. So guys, we know that we all want to get the most benefit out of our TRT. We want to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. You can't just have proper levels of testosterone and that make everything perfect. Because think back to when you were a teenager and all of you and your friends all around you were all producing right levels of testosterone. Well, there were some of you that were exercising and eating right, and then there were others that were just playing video games and eating pizza all the time. There was definitely a huge difference between the two people there, right? So just having right levels of testosterone in your system doesn't guarantee you that you're going to feel great all the time, that you're going to be the best version of yourself that you can be. You know that you need to be eating right and exercising and things like that. So think of it sort of like a fighter. If you want to do a good 1-2 punch, you need TRT and a good diet. And then if you want to do that cool combo, you need TRT, healthy diet, and exercising as well. So when you have all three, it's really going to benefit you the most. Alright, so back to the topic of what I eat in a day. In the past, I released a video, and in that video I was trying to set some exercise goals. I got comments back, people saying, wow, you're looking really vascular and you're looking really lean. What do you eat? And so I told myself, you know, I'm going to make that video, and well, here it is like 6 months after that video, and I'm just not getting around to it. Forgive me, I'm sorry. Just life happens, right? Here's the thing really that helped me the most is I reduced my carbs and I reduced my sugars quite a bit, and that helps me a lot. So a normal day of eating looks like this for me. Well, let's talk about that most important meal of the day, breakfast. Guys, I wake up hungry. I don't know about you, some people can go without breakfast. I need it like immediately. I get up, put my glasses on, I go down to the kitchen, and I start cooking. I have done this meal almost without exception. I maybe have not eaten this meal 5 or 10 times in about 2 years, but almost every single morning this is what I do. I start off by greasing the pan with this spray that I really like. One reason I really like this spray too is because when it's empty, I can just refill it with olive oil. And so I get a nice coat of olive oil there on the pan, and that gives me some of my healthy fats that I need also. And then I start with turkey bacon. I use this kind, which is Butterball reduced sodium. I just have ended up liking that kind the best. I've tried many different kinds, and so I landed on that one. And then next I get the eggs ready while the bacon's cooking, and I'll do 3. I will also use this egg whites that I'll pour in there, probably about the equivalent of maybe 2 egg whites. I love sea salt and then some pepper. Love me some pepper too. So once my bacon is done cooking, I'll pour the eggs right into the pan because it gives that that sort of bacony flavor in with my eggs too. So for breakfast, turkey bacon and eggs, and then I also have half of a bagel, not a whole bagel, because why? I'm trying to keep my carbs low. Now, this is something that I've done for a long time. Actually, I learned this from Jeff Cavalier. If you guys probably know who he is if you're in the exercising world at all. He taught me, not personally, that we wake up slightly dehydrated. So what I do to get more water into my system during the day, because that's very important, lots of water, I made a rule for myself. I cannot drink my coffee until I first fill up my coffee mug with water, and then I have to drink all that water, then I can drink my coffee. So I get about 20 ounces of water and about 20 ounces of coffee. So getting very hydrated there. I'm almost exclusively water. I very rarely drink milk. I never drink a soft drink. I just drink, seriously, I drink only water. I like carbonated waters too, but still it's water. After breakfast, about maybe 2 hours afterwards, around 9 a.m., I will go exercise. It may be cardio, it may be more workout, it just all depends on what day of the week. And I'll usually exercise maybe like 3 to 4 times a week. Well, after I work out, it is snack time. And what I do is I have a post-workout shake that's going to consist of some type of grass-fed whey protein isolate, and then branched chain amino acids, and then also some creatine. And I mix all that together, and then I drink that. I will then have banana with reduced fat peanut butter. Why reduced fat? It's not so much that I'm looking to keep more fat out of my diet necessarily. I just really like the way the reduced fat tastes. It just tastes better to me. It's just less greasy, and to me, it's got more of a peanut buttery flavor to it. So that's what I do. So then, after I've had that, don't really get super hungry again until about 1 or 2. So that's usually when I'll eat my lunch. I really don't do great for lunch, okay? I'm kind of just shoving it in. I need something quick and fast and really convenient. So what I've done, and don't laugh at me, I like this chicken, okay? I eat this chicken in a can. And I think it tastes good. I'm not kidding. And so I'll actually pour some hot water in there and rinse it out. And then I put mustard on it. Lots of mustard, actually. I love mustard. And then that's what I eat. I'll either take that back to my desk and keep studying, or I'll stand right there in the church kitchen and just eat it right there. I'll then treat myself. I eat one of these. It's a Cliff Bar, and I love this kind the best, the crunchy peanut butter. I say I'm treating myself because this is probably the most sugar that I get in one sitting. This has 19 grams of sugar in it, and not only does this kind taste better to me than the other kinds that they make, though I do like those as well, but this one has 1 more gram of protein than the other Cliff Bars that I found, and it has 1 gram less of sugar than the other ones out there. You say, oh, that's just 1 less. Well guys, I eat one of these every single day. So that's an extra 365 grams of protein I'm getting a year, and that's 365 grams less of sugar that I'm getting in a year. So for me, it's a win-win. It's my favorite flavor anyway, and I get more protein and less sugar. And so we move on from lunch to supper. What do I eat for supper? This one's going to differ a little bit for me, though I am kind of a creature of habit when it comes to my eating habits. I really love ground turkey, and I will make lots of different things with ground turkey. I might eat ground turkey with some sweet potatoes, and those sweet potatoes I will prepare just by rubbing olive oil on the outside. I like to use these called steamers simply because they're already washed and just ready to be cooked. So I'll just cut this open and just go at it, because I know that you can steam these, but I prefer to bake them. I just like the way they taste better baked. If I believe I'm going to be eating the peel with them after they're cooked, then I'll also sprinkle some salt and some pepper on the outside of them. But if I don't really feel like I'm going to be eating the peel on these, then I'll just do olive oil on the outside, place them on a pan, put them in the oven for about an hour at 350 degrees, and they're usually good to go because I can mix the ground turkey with the sweet potato together, and I just like to eat them together. Another favorite meal of mine is going to be a taco salad. I love taco salad. I will mix black beans, and I will also mix ground turkey, and then I'll cut up a tomato, throw some lettuce in there as well, throw some cheddar cheese in there, and then I bake 3 taco shells to get them nice and crispy, and I just crunch all that up together. I may also make some Brussels sprouts with olive oil, salt and pepper, and rosemary. I love sprinkling rosemary on there as well. It's really yummy and really aromatic. I may also occasionally make a hamburger. And I probably will not eat the bun with the hamburger. I'll just mix up the meat and maybe some lettuce and tomato and in a bowl, maybe some cheese, possibly. But I'm trying to keep the carbs a little bit low in the evening, though I don't always do a really good job at that. Let me tell you why, because sometimes I have one of these, the late night snack. I don't even know why I said sometimes. It's almost nightly, actually. Let's just be honest, okay? Pretzels and peanut butter. That's just a snack me and my wife love while we're watching Netflix or something like that. I'm gonna down some pretzels and some peanut butter. I try not to take in too many. I don't always succeed at that. I like them, and sometimes I'm really hungry. And you know what I've noticed about being on TRT? My appetite has gone through the roof. Has yours? Man, I just want to eat anything that's not nailed down. I have to like really dial it back. I would eat a lot more, but I know that I'm not really supposed to if I want to try to keep a little bit lean. I would eat way more. And I'm almost tempted to just take a few weeks and just eat as much as I want and see what happens. Like not eat bad, just eat as much as I want. But I don't know if I'm ever going to do that. Alright, well you probably remember at the beginning of the video I mentioned that I was going to need your help with something, and I do. If you watched the whole video, you noticed that I don't really eat a lot of greens, do I? Well, there's a reason for that. Greens and I don't really get together so well, like could power a whole village with the amount of gas I make. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's not good. I know that I need to get more greens into my system, and I'm thinking about trying some of that green health food powder stuff. And so, have you tried it? Is there a kind that you like? Does it help you not be so gassy, but you still get all the good vitamins and minerals from greens that you need? Let me know. I'm realizing that I'm not doing great in this area. Will you help me with that? Will you also help me by clicking like? I really tried hard to make this video good for you guys. And also subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. God bless. Peace.